Hello everyone, this is Becca from Willow Hill Designs. Welcome to my channel, and I hope everyone had a very Merry Christmas. I know we did. We had a really beautiful day. The kids came here for dinner, kids and the grandchildren, and it was really a beautiful day. And also a Christmas miracle topped the day off, so it was really a nice day, a nice time. And now we have some time to play in between Christmas and New Year's. So I thought today I would share my the last prompts for the year in Marguerite Miller's Weekly Collage Planner Challenge, week 52. And apparently I decided to go out with a bang at the end of the year because I started gluing on the wrong page. I started gluing over the prompts page. So I'm going to chalk this up to being tired from all the shopping and wrapping and catching my little grandson and granddaughter's cold. I have a little bit of brain fog today. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. But anyway, here are the prompts for this challenge this last week of the year. One is a definition, a postage stamp, something you are thankful for, a pair of something, a piece of coloring book, and bonus a photograph. So generally when I look for pieces of ephemera or images for a collage challenge, I generally try to see if there's a theme that I can kind of pull together in looking for the images and everything. And a pair of something, I was thinking that might be the main crux of the page. So I had thought of ice skates because I always loved ice skating, and I thought of a pair of birds. I thought that would be pretty. I love birds, but then I found this image excuse me, and of a moose. And this is a card that my brother had. This was a blank. I didn't cut up the card that he gave me. And I love moose. So I said, oh, that'll be nice. That'll be kind of a nice theme with winter and everything. And this is a winter scene. So I chose that moose. And for the pear, I also chose this moose. This is from a wrapper from soap that my brother always bought. It's the Adirondack Pine Forest, and this is a natural vegetable oil soap. And I mentioned my brother, I've mentioned him before in these collages, and it's because we lost him suddenly this year in April, and just very suddenly and tragically. And he was such an outdoors person, and so this definitely made me think of him. And I love including his things in this collage challenge because when I look back through the planner, there will be wonderful memories of him when I see different pieces of things that were his. And it's the first Christmas without my big brother, so to me this is a nice way to end the year in remembering him and some of his things. And in going with that theme, one of the prompts was a photograph, and my brother had introduced us to this man, or to knowing about this man. His name was Dick Prenicky, and he had left his life in the city as a mechanic, I think, working on airplanes, if I remember, and he moved to Alaska, and he was a very resourceful, creative, talented person who built a cabin and tools out of the materials that he had, and lived off the land there for over 30 years into his 80s. And so I thought I would use him. I thought he kind of would go with the theme that I was thinking of. And a definition I chose from a unabridged dictionary that I have, just, I had taken a few pages out, and I found this one. A lumberjack is a man whose work is cutting down timber and preparing it for the sawmill. So I loved that. I thought that was appropriate and went with this little collage. And a postage stamp. I didn't really want to use a real stamp, so I had found this little stamp in a book of ephemera that my daughter had bought me for Christmas, and I thought it was so cute. There's two little birds on a snowy branch with berries, and I thought that was very pretty. And I do have this, also this stamp, which I'll use this as well. I think the coloring seems to go with the elements on the page. And let me see, a pair, something that you are thankful for. Well, of course, for me it would be family. I mean, without a doubt, it's family. So I had this word also in this book that my daughter had bought me. So I cut that out, and I just did a little bit of inking around the edges. And lastly, a piece from a coloring book. I chose this snowflake. I just thought it was so pretty. I didn't want to use a huge page or a huge piece of a coloring book, and a lot of the images are so big. So I thought this snowflake kind of went with the snowy theme, and I just colored the background in a bit, and I put some stickles. I don't know if you can see any sparkle on there. I love the stickles since I discovered it. So I put that on there, and that came from this book, this coloring book, which our family loves to color. We have all kinds of coloring books, and this is a newer one. And I took that from, let's see, from which page? This page here. There were lots of little images on there that I thought were pretty, so I just chose one of the snowflakes and cut it out. So I will go to the wrong page where I glued down my base pieces here. This is a piece of a page that looks like weathered wood, and I love that. So that seemed to go with my theme. And this is like a slice of a log showing the wood grain. So again, I thought that went nicely. So I thought I would put my moose right about here. And I like the way he looks in the colors in here. Pick up the colors in the moose picture. So I thought he would be nice there. Excuse me. I'm running low on my art glitter glue, but I did get a new bottle. So I will be prepared for next year. And I can attest to the fact that this really sticks well, because I tried to pull these up and not a chance. It was not happening. They are there to stay, so I tried to correct my little mistake here, but no chance. So this really does work well. And I think I put that on there a little crooked, but I guess it'll be okay. So that's one portion of my pear. And this wrapper from the soap, I'm going to just cut this moose image rather than put the whole wrapper. I think that would be bulky to put that on there, so I just folded it at a certain point. And I guess I'll cut some of this bottom off. And some of this as well. I love that image. So I think I think he'll go here. So that'll be my pair of moose. Oh, that looks a little wavy, doesn't it? Let's try to fix that. Okay. So I'll glue this image. I actually saw a real moose in the Green Mountains, and it was always my dream to see a moose in real life. And on one trip up there, we saw an adolescent moose, and he was just eating vegetation along a stream, and oh my goodness, it was the thrill of my life to see that. He was absolutely beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful creatures. I just love them. And he saw us there. He didn't seem to mind that we were there. So that was nice. We got a nice video. So that will be my pair of something. And let's see, what will we put next? I guess maybe the photo. This photo of Dick. This is a picture of him looking out of his cabin. And the DVD is really very interesting. It shows the different tools he made, this Dutch door. Oh my goodness, just such a talented person. Really, really interesting. The isolation was hard for him a bit, but he did have visits from people, but it was truly a life of solitude. And actually the name of the DVD is Alone in the Wilderness, if anyone is interested. I don't know that I could do that. That would be difficult. Excuse me. So that's our photograph there, our bonus, and the postage stamp. I think I love this little postage stamp. It seems to go with the theme of the page, but I also kind of like the color on this, so I thought maybe I'll kind of tuck it underneath, and some of the color is showing through. So maybe, excuse me, maybe I will do that. Of course, that's the Queen of England. Doesn't really go on here, but I'll put that about there, I guess. Hopefully that's a good spot. I just liked the color of that stamp, and I did ink around that a bit. So that will be my postage stamp. And I'll just have a little bit of that stamp exposed there. There we go. Okay, let's see. A postage stamp. And then for definition, my lumberjack, I was thinking I might put that there, being that he is, I guess, in essence, a lumberjack. And, excuse me, family, I think I'd like to put family here. No, I think I'll put family here. My son and I love log cabins. He almost bought a log cabin, a gorgeous log cabin, beautiful. a few years back when he was getting married, prior to getting married, and I loved it. But my husband, who was so good at noticing, he would check, structure and everything. He noticed that there was a washout on one corner, and it was after that one storm. There was a very bad storm in the area, and my son and I were heartbroken over that because, oh my gosh, it was a gorgeous cabin. But he did not buy that one. That's a dream still coming down the road. So that would be my definition. Check that off. Something that I am thankful for is most definitely family. Family, 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 without a doubt. I mean, there are so many things to be thankful for, but family is top of the list. Absolutely top of the list. Okay. I'll put that there. And again, I cut this out and just inked around those edges, the stamp, and I inked around this. I tried to make that definition look a little bit vintagey, older. And lastly, let's see, that was the definition. And lastly was something from a coloring book. Oh, something you're thankful for. And something from a coloring book. So that would be my snowflake. So I'll just add some glue to this. This is the nice coloring books with the white pages. They're really beautiful because your colors show up so nicely, and you can use colored pencils. And my granddaughter is learning how to shade and has lots of fun doing that. I guess I'll put that snowflake there, part of my coloring book. There. So that is my collage. Let's see, I think I've gotten everything. Definition, postage stamp, something you're thankful for, a pair of something, the two moose, coloring book, bonus photograph. So yes, I have everything. And what I will do is, I think I'll probably print something out, unless I do something nice with this, but I'll glue this to this page and try to do something nice around it. Can't believe I did that. I must have been extremely tired and foggy when I did that. I went straight for the prompt page. But anyway, this is my page, and I absolutely love, love, love this theme. I live vicariously through people who live in Alaska, in the wilderness. I don't think I could do it, but I live vicariously through them. If I was younger, definitely I would, but not now. I need my comforts. But so that is my page, my last one for the year. And I came in on this challenge late in the year. I think I started on week 36. So I didn't do the whole book. That's why my book isn't very chunky like some other people's. I started back here, yes, I think with week 35. I may go back and do these others just because this is so much fun, but if I have time, I definitely will, but I have a few quilts on hold that I have to get done, and so I'd love to get back to doing that. For next year, I'm going to use my own book, and I chose one of two books. I chose this one, which is a 5.5 by 8.5 inch page, It's almost the size of Marguerite's book. Um, I think I want the smaller format. I'm not sure. And I went ahead and bought the prompts, and I cut them all out. They're all cut out and ready to go. So those are all set. And I'll just glue them on the opposite page. The other book that I have is this one. I do love Strathmore sketchbooks, but this is a 9x12, and that's a lot of real estate there. So I don't know if I want to do my collages on such a large page. I'm not sure, but anyway, I'll make a decision before the new year, before we begin. So that is it, and I just want to say, I made myself a little note. Thank you to everyone who subscribed to my channel. I just appreciate it so much. This was just sort of a, serendipitous adventure. I just said, oh, I think I'll do some videos on this, and I've had such a nice response, had some really sweet comments, and I thank everyone for that. It's always nice to hear positive feedback, and so I look forward to 2023 and doing the collages and the prompts for next year. And thank you very much, and I wish everyone many, many blessings in the new year 2023 and much happiness. And I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.